Good day, everyone. Welcome to Mama J Speaks Unlimited. I am so happy to be here from 2 to about 3. Yeah, I know we're a little behind, but that's okay. It's always production because we want to have a great show for you. Thank you for joining us. Today, I'm with, from St. Petersburg, the fabulous Miss Barbara A. Bertucci. I did say that right.
Yeah.
All right. Finally,
Yay.
I did it. She is actually a wellness coach for Forever Young Solutions.com, which is her website. You could find it right now if you want to. And also, if you want to call in and ask Barbara any questions, the number is 813-639-ZACH.
8255.
Yes, and together it's a partnership. Today, not only is Barbara Bertucci with us, we also have in the ethers Mama K and her voice. And then, of course, my adopted son, Zach. He's not only with us in this evening, but he's here with us right now today producing my daytime show. So I'm super happy that all the family's here. And I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions.
Sounds great. Ready.
So how have you been?
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
Is this your first time ever doing something like this?
I've never been in a beautiful studio like this. No, not at all. But I've been on one radio show before. So yay.
Awesome. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've stepped up now.
I have. Definitely. What a privilege.
Yes. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Mm-hmm. And I'm very happy that you're here. You've been in this wellness place for a very long time because of the journey you've been on.
I've been in NECAN for 18 years.
18 years.
I suffered with a bad back. But I also wanted to share with you that I am a breast cancer survivor, and I now have a new word. I like to say breast cancer thriver.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going on 9 years this beginning of the summer, so really thrilled, and just I have more energy, more vitality than I had in my 30s, and I'm in my 50s.
And you're looking fabulous, and you still look like you're in your 30s, just to say.
Respect for those bit of gray. Other than that,
those are highlights.
Okay. Yeah, they're highlights.
That's right. There you go.
So with NECAN, that's basically from what I've been hearing rumors of for quite some time. It's magnets and stuff that help with the polarity or whatever within your body. And
that's
stuff
what I used on my back was the magnets. But what we've gotten into now and been for over 10 years or so is environmental wellness. So good air, good water, good sleep. If we can tweak a few things in our home, then we can feel a lot better.
Right.
Have more energy, more vitality.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So tell us what had happened to get you to this place when you had found out that you had cancer. Like, where was your life at that point, and compared to now?
I know that it's a rude awakening. It's a game or a club you didn't plan to be in, and so all of a sudden you're in it, and it's just a rude awakening. That's the best way to say it. Mm-hmm. I had taken some natural hormones. I was testing that out, and that's what had my breast lumps flare up. So I was more conscious of it. I was still fit, still vital. I had been monitoring those. Some of us have, I have 2 children and things, I just monitored those lumps over the years. So, but once they flared up, it was like, okay, I'm in this club. Now I'm reading all about chemo and radiation and all the different treatments and what to do. And learned, even though I thought I was healthy and I ate well, that even good sugar's bad. So fruit and different things you have, you just don't want to feed the cancer at that point. So I went on a real strict cancer diet. We have alkaline water. I did some detoxing, things like that. But with it, I ended up with surgeries, and I didn't do chemo or radiation.
Now, that's good.
Yeah, don't recommend that for everybody. I mean, people have to take their own walk with it. But for me, I didn't have to have that because at the time I finally had my surgeries, I just had abnormal cells. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
And then with the process from that led you into a deeper spiritual journey while you were going through it? And then did you realize that with the Nikan, that was also part of your healing as well, or?
It definitely brought it to a healthier level. It brought me to a different level. Spirituality, I was a chaplain at the time, and it was fortunate for me because also going through a divorce, which was in my favor. I hate to say that, but it was a good thing. Cancer was a good thing for me because it woke me up to get me out of that situation. And then being a chaplain at First Unities where I was, I had those commitments. So I stayed with that church. I stayed with the different, just bringing it to a different level. I call it taking the onion peels off, right? So you're like, oh my gosh, just like
watery eyes.
Oh my gosh. Well, and then it's like health when you think of, or integrity, the minute you talk integrity, you see everything that's out. Well, the minute you talk health, you see all the things that you're doing that, I used to think, I was talking back in my 30s that, going to Wendy's for a salad was really good. That was considered healthy. Well, definitely. Nobody would touch that salad dressing or those things now, or, that they have the mandarin oranges in it. Who knew that could feed the cancer or, things like that. So
really?
You learn I know,
what?
Even good fruit is, well, and I do have a class I teach.
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about that because I want everybody to go to your class, and I want my mother and I to go to your class because we're sugar fiends.
Yes, I brought it's Curb Your Sugar Cravings in 7 Days, and I wish I was the creator of it. It's not. I'm just the catalyst to get it out there. But Linda Morris and we went to a class with a doctor that taught us, how you store your energy, really, so carbohydrates, proteins, and then your fats. Right. And so if you can avoid the carbohydrates, then you'll go to the protein. So you have to up your protein and then reduce, and then it burns your fat. Right. So it's really awesome. It's really easy once you get it, but it's a little bit different concept. But it's all sugar, just for 7 days. If you can think of it that way, it's not bad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a short time, really.
Yeah, but do you actually encourage people, do you actually go to anyone's house and say, nope, not this,
oh,
nope,
gosh,
not
no.
that?
I just got back from a cruise and I ate anything and everything.
Really?
It's all in moderation. You really have to be aware.
Right,
And
right.
More balanced.
Exactly.
That's what it has to be. It has to be, even if you would have sugar, it needs to be balanced with your sugar, your carbohydrates, and of course proteins. And the proteins are help to manage the sugars. So that's part of the whole situation.
Well,
it's all balanced.
But carbs are sugars, so you've got to put those together.
Yes, right. Yeah. So carbs and proteins. So they go and they have to be all balanced so that you're in a healthy situation.
Right.
So no more cookies. No more chocolate.
It's not fair.
No, I love chocolate.
No.
I have to say
Chocolate.
I'm a chocoholic. I do dark chocolate.
Yes.
We do dark chocolate.
Yeah.
York peppermint
I
patties.
used to be a cookie monster, but now I'm a chocolate monster.
Oh, what's your favorite cookie?
Well, I just said I moved to chocolate.
But before you moved to chocolate, what was your favorite cookie? Was it chocolate chip?
I love chocolate chip. I love the mandarin or the macadamia
nuts with the white chocolate.
Yeah, that one. Those are really awesome.
Yes. I identify. No.
She's having fun today because you can't see her.
That's right.
See, she comes out of her shell when you can't see her. So watch out, everybody. Mama K in the house.
And then I found dark chocolate that have the coffee bean inside.
Oh.
So you need a little boost in the afternoon. You can chew those up.
But we really like the ones with the pomegranate.
Ooh, no, I haven't had that.
Oh, that's what we
excellent.
bring.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Definitely.
And they'll perk you right up. No.
Well, enough about chocolate.
Yeah.
Who's your hero in your life when you've gone through all this? Who's your hero?
Oh my goodness gracious. That's a big one. I always used to say Mother Teresa because that's who my, I was raised Catholic, right? So you have your confirmation name, and that was Teresa because I went with Saint Teresa and then Mother Teresa and all that, just so that you could learn to give back. and have that giving back. But I really do admire Reverend Temple for walking the walk and walking the talk and being a part of that and just really speaking your mind and your word and someone to emulate and be like. I would say she helped me through a lot of the transition and through the things that I was going through. So, yeah.
Aw, that's
great.
so sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Terrific.
So what would you like to see in this life as you are progressing and moving forward with your health and wellness and everything? What would you ultimately like to see cultivated, manifested in this time?
I was just speaking with someone and segueing away from the cancer. The magnets and some of our technology have really made a big difference with autism and Tourette's and some of the different symptoms of children. So if we can take, let's just say hypothetically they're an 8 and we can bring them to a 6 and they can start to maintain and mainstream or, no longer bedwet or, certain things to help the family and be more, I guess, cooperative or conscientious around them, then that would be what I would say would be really amazing. So we've got a few things out there that we're testing with some of the children. And I think NECAN's in 38 countries. I'm in 17. And I'm trying to figure out how many states I'm in because I'm not in all 52 states. So that's my goal this year.
So in theory, you're kind of like a celebrity. In the NECAN world.
I am kind of.
I'm all over the world. I'm in all the states except for these.
I'm not sure about the celebrity, but I've been there for 18 years. Actually, next year, NECAN will be around for 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Just a couple of years older than me.
There you go.
And I'm still 25.
And looking glamorous.
Yes. I really hope to always stay young looking, young acting, but have all the wisdom.
There you go.
Of the ancients.
Of the years.
Much wisdom is very, useful these days, especially when you can put a spin on it that's humorous or something to get people's attention and shock them. Oh, you said what? Yeah, but are you thinking about it? Yes. That's the key for a lot of things that I'm realizing in this life. So what was something that you realized the most of when you went through your cancer and you realized how sugars were affecting you and everything? How profoundly did that resonate with your soul?
I took on, and anybody who has someone in their life that has cancer, you want to let them know what you're looking at or what you know, but at the same time, they're going to pick and choose the avenues that best suit them. So you have your mainstream doctors, you have your coaches nutritionally, you have, like that. And so I had the diet. I also had an amazing tea that I made my own tincture. And then I reduced my intake of water and I just sipped on this tea all day long. So there was some pretty rigorous things. I'm pretty thin right now, but I lost another 20, 25 pounds. So I was pretty gaunt.
Wow.
But the way the nutritionist was saying to my friends and the doctor that was also monitoring me was that, you're alive and you don't have cancer. So let's look at, let's not feed it for another bit and then continue. Then we'll feed you and give you protein. But at that time, I wasn't doing much protein either. So, but anybody in that cancer realm picks their avenue, picks the surgery, picks the surgeon, the oncologist, the method. And then I want to say the biggest tip I got was taking it into your own hands, asking, if I was your daughter, would you have me do this? If I was your wife, would you have me do this? Because a lot of it is just trial and error and chance. So if I take
it's a gamble,
and they say chemo cocktail. So if it's 3 different cocktails, okay, what's the issue with this one? What are the side effects with this one?
What kills people more than anything else?
Well, and then after I had all my surgeries and everything, they wanted me to take tamoxifen, and now there's 2 other ones that are called, but it's an oral chemo. And then I started reading it, and I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I had started with Nican because I had a bad back, and I suffered with that for 4.5 years. So one of the side effects of tamoxifen is that it attacks the joints, and it can give you back pain. And I'm like,
well, that explains it all.
Yeah,
no, not me.
Right.
I'm not going to take any of that. But they only give it to women for 5 years because any chance after that, they can create cancer.
Oh,
So it's like,
that's a chemistry project.
it is. And so really want to look at what's in store for you. What do you need? And how long do you really need to be on it so that you can give your body a break in between to detox? We need to detox and rebuild. You know, Deepak Chopra talks about that all the time. You can rebuild different organs, different cells, your skin, everything. So
Yes, I'm constantly saying my whole face is going to look like I'm 21 again. It's rebuilding. It's just rebuilding, and my physique is going to look like I'm, what was my favorite age? 24.
that's how old my son is now. Got a 33 and a 24. So.
Aw, that's wonderful. And you went on vacation. How was that?
I was on a cruise. It was awesome. I'm from New Orleans originally, so that's where I was.
Mardi Gras. Did you go to Mardi Gras?
I actually saw a parade. I didn't go to the parade, and then we went out of a cruise ship, but we had the best Mardi Gras party on the ship.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. My sister and I dressed up as bohemians. I
Oh,
had
fabulous.
the dark skin and everything. But then the next night there was a 70s party, so I looked like Marge Simpson. I had the big blue hair like up to here. It was a scream. It was really a lot of fun.
So it was just you and your sister?
And my brother and his wife. So it was 4 of us.
So it
Yeah.
was the sibling party.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I'm looking forward. That's on my bucket list.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Having the whole family go on a vacation like that, you know. So, because I have a brother. Oh, yes. Mustn't forget. Today is my sister Angela's birthday. Happy birthday, Angela.
Happy birthday, Angela.
Yes. Mama Kay will be calling you later and she'll
Already
say.
did.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay. She'll probably tell you, look on the internet and watch the show.
Oh, yes, by all
Your
means.
sister is going to give you a shout out. So here's a shout out. Give love and hug
Happy
to all
birthday,
the
Angela.
to Sienna, Sulai, and Chance, which are my nieces and my nephew, and
Yeah,
they are
precious little angels.
oh, they totally are.
Yes.
We love them dearly. We
Yes.
miss them. We miss family.
Yes.
We miss
Yes.
fighting. No, just kidding.
Happy birthday, Angela.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
from adopted son Zach.
Adopted nephew for you, Angela.
He's the same age as your actual nephew, Liam.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Liam. Yeah, I know. You'll see this at some point. He does watch my shows, my son.
very great.
Because he'll
Oh,
leave a little
wonderful.
comment, Mom, that was funny, or what were you thinking, or no.
Or that new producer guy is cool.
Yeah. Exactly. Most definitely. So, now that you're back in town and you have your classes, are you still doing that, or?
Oh, yeah. I do that twice a month on Tuesdays. Oh, I should know what date.
Pick one.
Pick one. I think it's the last Tuesday in March. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
At 7:00 at First Unity Campus, which is right between. It's the classrooms right behind Wings Bookstore on
Oh,
4th Street
Okay.
and 43rd. It's right by Encore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 301?
Yes. No, upstairs.
Oh,
The YOU.
the 308.
Four-
The
400.
401. There's the 301, the 401. It all depends. So if any of you watching this evening, see, I'm already going tonight. I'm
That's
always
okay.
used to Zach being here at night.
Well, we're in a dark room.
Yeah.
It has lights. Who knew?
At any rate, actually, if you would like to join Barbara and at our class at First Unity, definitely come by on March 29th and check it out to help curb your sugar cravings and everything. We'll have to put that on our to-do list and learn something new, indeed.
Yes.
Because we have actually switched to alkaline water for the most part. The Kagan water system.
There you go.
Yeah. Thankfully.
The 25th. It's
Oh.
Tuesday night, the 25th.
The 25th.
The
There you
25th.
go.
Yes.
It's a remit. Hey, she said 29th, and then she actually looked, and it's the 25th. So hey, it's a collaboration. Okay,
Yes,
it
yes.
happens. No big deal. We
Right.
just roll with it.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
yes.
right.
Yes.
It's a good time. Good time.
Right.
So how did you get to see your kids?
I did not. They're up in New York. They're in Manhattan.
Oh,
They're theater buffs like you. They
Really?
Went to the theater. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
They went to
cool.
Gibbs, PCCA,
ah.
and then they're up in Manhattan.
They're actually really giving it their all and being on Broadway. See,
That's
I
right.
chickened out somewhere along
In
the
film.
way.
No, you're not.
But
You're
that's
here.
okay.
Yes.
No, what I'm realizing is it is all about timing, and I have so much life experience despite my 12-year-oldness at times. So once I am pursuing it seriously at some point, I think I'll be halfway decent, could hold my own. At
I
least
think-
with comedy. I love comedy, and I love doing public speaking and making people laugh. And
No,
so that's really the direction I'm going to probably end up going in for sure.
Well, and I think this with the radio station and what you're doing in your show at night and having, that's definitely a catalyst to get you out there. And you'll reach more people and entertain a lot more people, and you have a record of it. Where, theater is awesome. My oldest son is more into film, and my youngest is in spoken word.
Oh, awesome.
Great.
I write
So-
poetry too. I've just
There you
never been able
go.
to latch on to that spoken word thing. Because it's a rhythm and you have to memorize it. And I'm just like, let me read. Okay, this, da 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 da, Totally different.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And my oldest son's married, and he's married to a triple thread. So she sings, dances, and acts. So she's a
Oh,
Broadway
wow.
girl. She
Ooh.
loves Broadway. And
Best
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just wait till you start do they have kids yet?
No, we have a little dog. We'll have a grand dog.
A grand Hey, that's just the beginning.
Pomeranian little.
It's the training
right.
before it actually occurs.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So, what would you like everybody to know about Nikan if they wanted to get involved with Nikan?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
See, I spring stuff on
You
people
do.
on purpose.
That's awesome. Well, it's to get involved in Nikan. It is a $60, sign up fee, and next year it's $29. So it's less than Sam's to renew.
Oh,
But it's you could start with that. That gives you 20% off. So it's like buying wholesale from the company, and then tweak. Just get your water system, maybe. Look at maybe Greenzyme, something to feed you at a cellular level. And then we have the awesome shake that gave me back my brain, and that we give samples out
Really?
at our, oh my gosh, the cognitive.
What was the difference between your brain and what you have now that you got it back? I'm curious.
Well, about 3 years ago, I had brain fog. Mom passed away, different things happened, and I just had this veil come over me. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can say it here. My college years have caught up with me. It's just,
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I party way too much. I'm losing my brain. And then people say menopause does that. Well, I don't know. Your short-term memory, but still I had this fog, this veil. And then it started to lift, but still the left side stayed foggy. Well, a nutritionist came through and he said, start your day with first water to hydrate. Second, have just pure protein. So it doesn't have to be our shake. It could be chicken, eggs, but just no carbs at all for 2 hours. And it boots up your brain, just like booting up a computer. Computer's got to turn on, and then it's got to, connect and open up all the different drives, and then it's got to download. Well, that's the same with us. We got to boot up our brain, then we got to get our hormones going, then we got to connect with, is the heart got enough calcium? Does it, whatever the body else
what
is
a
doing.
process to be a human body.
I mean, but I fed that. But it's amazing. But in 3 days, it was almost like sunshine coming through the fog and just started to lift. It was like, and it was just coming through. And then on day 4, it connected and just went, and all of a sudden that veil lifted. And so I'm pretty religious. Even though I was on the cruise and everything, I did just pure protein for the first 2 hours, and then I ate whatever I wanted. And that's the other tip to tell you. If you do have a really bad day, just have a really good day the next day.
Right.
And then it'll help counteract, and you won't gain the weight that you're looking for. Don't go, oh, well, I already blew it. Forget it. I'm just going to keep on eating. No, have a good day the next day, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
And then throw in some exercise. Just
Yes.
sweat you and build those muscles. And yeah, it's all part of my process. I'm still working on that one.
There you go.
So, are you learning anything, Zach?
I've learned a lot, especially when my diet consists of meat, mac and cheese, and cookies, and milk, because you got to have milk and cookies.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm kind of in trouble here, so
Yes.
I'm learning
Yeah.
a lot, yes.
Good.
Very
That's
good.
right. And don't have milk in the morning because it's got sugar in it and it relaxes you. Yeah. That's why they give milk at night to calm the people down.
But
So
wonder
you
if
wanna
you
wake
have
yourself
almond
up?
milk.
Almond milk is great if you get the unsweetened. Yes.
Really?
Now they have unsweetened vanilla, so you can get that.
Oops. You know, because I came back from Universal this morning and ate a huge breakfast, and I had like 5 glasses of milk, so.
Oh, you're just nice and mellow.
He really is, because usually he's hyper.
Well, it's not late enough yet.
That's
There
true, too. That's my other show. So if you're too busy working or having those meetings, you can tune in later on today from 7 to 8 p.m. Late Enough with Mama J. And you just never know what we're going to get on that show either. We're rumored to have Miss Show Business USA to come in on the show. Yeah, Zach is like, yeah.
Nice.
So we'll see how that goes. She is going to be flying in from Texas and everything. So she's somebody that'll be on my evening show. And so I just love doing this because I have all these very interesting people like yourself during the day to really help educate and help people become more aware of things to look out for their own wellness and their health and their spirituality and psychology and all that good stuff, because that's what I'm ultimately about, is educating people, inspiring people, helping with the awareness, because we're all in this together.
That's right. That's right.
But do you think Reverend Temple's watching you?
I don't know, but we will listen and tune into later and see it. I know that for sure.
Did you want to shout out to anybody while you're here?
Shout out.
Yeah, just
Well, no,
say
I feel like I want to underline our waterfall system, because you did mention Kangen, and I don't go against any other company or anything, but as far as affordability, our water system's a little over what is it, $3.89, and that's a little more than $1 a day, for your water system. But to have good alkaline water, and then also ionized water, so we're either, the whole thing about the brain, but we're either rotting on the vine or we're thriving on the vine.
I want to
we
thrive.
Thrive on the vine. We want to age gracefully. We don't need to get old.
Right.
Exactly.
And so that's really what tweaking a few things can do. And I just wanted to underline that with Nikan. So I use
That's
that as my
fabulous.
shout out.
Oh, okay. That's good, because, thank you for sharing about your brain fog, because I've actually been experiencing that. And the sad thing is one of the jobs that I have, it's been happening while I'm at work. And she's like, what's going on with you? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe I'll see a neurologist. I don't know. So it does concern me, but it sounds like it's something that could be an easy fix, just with change in diet, more alkaline water, which I am doing, and stuff like that. So
And just feeding the brain, and watch not too much low fat, because we need some of the good oils. The brain works off water and oils, so we need that good stuff.
really, what else can you tell us?
I'm a plethora of information.
Yes,
I'll just have to come back.
absolutely. Well, really, it's a teaser because she wants us to show up to our class.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Mhm.
So do you have anything that you would like to ask Mama Kay
Well, I just
or say?
what else can we be eating that would be good for our brain?
Well, like I was just saying, the good oils, and then you want to go with low, lean meat, the
Right.
chickens and I know.
No steak.
It's not fair.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not the handful of bacon. No, you can't
No.
do that. No.
Ouch.
Yeah. Did you know they have, what is it, maple bacon frozen yogurt?
Oh, yes.
no.
I did know
They
that.
did have
No.
maple bacon. We saw that last night, in fact.
Oh my
At
gosh.
Yogurt Mountain.
The other tip is if you do drink coffee, to have real cream because there's no sugar in real cream.
Oh,
As opposed to the
and you can
fake.
have real butter, and you can have
Have
real.
everything.
Yeah, go back to the real good stuff.
Yes, yes.
Non-GMO stuff.
And I do want to underline that if you're not trying to lose weight, that you can have some fruit and some other, things in your diet, but not to do that if that's what you're trying to lose weight with. And that's what I
Right.
teach. And there's no charge. Thank goodness for First Unity campus because they allow us to do that just to help people be healthier and have more vitality, more energy. So I'm really
That's
thrilled about
beautiful.
that.
Yes.
So beautiful.
It
Just
is.
helping everybody
It's
around the
wonderful.
world as much as you can.
That's right. That's right. We're going to India now.
Yes.
I can take you anywhere you want to go. I know. Can you believe it, Zach? My son. Yeah, my son looks at me the exact same way. Like, gosh, Mom, you're nuts. But that's okay. It's why he picked me.
Yes.
Totally. So, anyways, well, thank you everybody for joining us today. If you did actually tune in, thank you very much, Barbara, for sharing everything that you have shared with us about your journey with your cancer and your healing and your thriving and
That's right.
your Nikan and your sugar busters and everything else. Thank you, Mama Kay, for your 6 cents, 2 cents, 8
Yes.
cents. Thank you, Zach, for being the great producer and putting your 2 cents in too. He just loves it when I do that because he's like, oh, thanks for,
Plug.
the plug of my show too. He has a
Yeah.
show as well.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. We're looking forward to you calling in at some point. Don't be shy and tune in a little bit later on today. It'll get interesting as well. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.